All right, what is up, Beast Limitless Trading fam? What is up, guys? Let's get this live popping and dropping. We doing it live, yes. Pirate, how you doing? White, how you doing? Joe, nice seeing you on here. Glass Hopper. So again, guys, we started a new schedule due to life events, and honestly, crypto isn't doing anything. So we're not really missing much, but it is good to come on here. So we're going live today. We're going live Wednesday, and we're going live Thursday. Okay? Today, Wednesday, and Thursday. That is our Tokyo Live session schedule. This could change in the future, and we might do New York again. I don't think we're going to do London. There's just not enough people for London. Unless you know what? I might do one live London a week and one New York session a week. So there's a high probability I'm going to do a live Wednesday morning. I'm not booking it 100%, guys, but there is a high probability. It is nice seeing you on here. I had a refresh from the charts. I didn't trade for a bit. I locked in. I probably haven't traded for a good week, guys. I needed a break. I needed a break from the market because the market is very, not going to say boring, but very questionable right now. Okay, so I just needed a break to chill, right? And to look at the market, think a bit more detail. The reality is we do have a rounded bottom. APG, what is up? Bullet, let's go. I know some people are probably very annoyed that I stopped going live every day, but I'll be honest with you guys. You're going to get more value from me going live once every couple of days because there's actually going to be something to talk about. Okay. So hit that like button, guys. Thank you very, very much for joining the live. And let's dive into Bitcoin. Okay. So the first thing I want to show you guys is I have not been trading. I'm going to tell you why. There isn't much movement. We bounced off of this support, which is actually a tweezer reversal on the time frame of the daily. Okay. Steven, how we doing? I need a life too. Honestly, man, that was it. I just kept on doing charts and not really making any money because I can't focus on my trades because they're doing manipulation. And I've got some projects I'm working on as well too. Steven, I hope you're enjoying our coaching. I hope it's been going good for you. But anyways, guys, we got a tweezer reversal set up right here on the BTC, okay? Now, guys, I'll probably give you close to a 2-hour live today, pretty close, depending on how many viewers we're at. But here's the resistance. I don't see Bitcoin dropping until we hit the top. I just don't see it. We already broke out right here. We've got a parallel channel right here. And we pretty much got Bitcoin back testing that break. So you can see that right here. Bitcoin is back testing the support of the breakout, technically. If you want to look at it like that, right? Awesome. Good to see Joji is crushing it. But yeah, basically we have Bitcoin ranging sideways at the breakout. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at a lower time frame here. A lower time frame on Bitcoin, right? And we can see Bitcoin broke out right here. So we have the breakout point on Bitcoin. And you've got your bullish pennant. It isn't showing it, but it is a bullish pennant. If you look right here, we're completely oversold. We did hit the top, but we're completely oversold. The 4 hours overbought. Some bullish dive right here at about 67.2. We've got a nice fair value gap in this area right here. So I don't really see Bitcoin dropping per se, because it's just ranging at this fair value gap. So if anything, I'd be looking for a long in this region. However, if you look right here, Bitcoin is on a bit of an uptrend here. So let's see if we broke the uptrend. What is up, guys? Nice seeing everybody on the live. Hit that like button, fam. Again, this is our live session for Tokyo. I do have a schedule for the lives. If you are wondering when I'm live, why I haven't been here for a bit, we did change some things up. So thank you very much for everybody joining. Hit that like button, guys. I'm going to go over my top altcoin picks tonight. I'm going to go over the altcoins I'm watching. And you can even see right here in the thumbnail, top altcoin picks. Okay, so we are going to go over a couple of altcoin picks. All right. So if we're looking at our chart right here, I wouldn't long it right now. I know I said, guys, I would look for a long, but I wouldn't long it right now because it did break the trend. You can see right here it broke the uptrend. So if anything, I'm looking for a long, maybe possibly off of this fair value gap. We did break this resistance right here. So if we look at our liquidity gaps, I'll take my trading view right here. Pirate Genetics, how are you doing, man? Nice seeing you on the live. Thank you always for supporting. And thank you for everybody here today, guys. I've been trying to really update everybody today with the schedule. I'm very sorry for changing the schedule on you guys. I didn't want to have to do it, but I had to do it. There was no other way. Life is life. So again, there's not too much happening with Bitcoin. Your liquidity gaps right here, or your fair value gaps, or your order blocks, however you want to call them, they're just really ranging, essentially. Right, so you got that break right here. So you should drop to about 69.5 potentially, ranging around 69.7 to 69.5. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about Bitcoin right now because we haven't hit the top of resistance. The 3 days still going up. The 3 days overbought, but it has room to go up on the RSI. The weekly is going up. And you did break out on Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Okay, so if you line this up from right here to right here, you absolutely broke out. Joe, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yes. Moises, how you doing? Good evening. Blessings. Kingdom come. How we doing? Thank you guys all for joining the live. I will have on the YouTube channel, the live schedule. Okay. So I'm actually going to make a banner today. and we are going to post it on the YouTube channel. Okay, so I know we have the Beast Limitless right here. We're going to copy this banner. We're going to post this right here on the YouTube channel. All right. And we'll be rocking and rolling Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, that is our live schedule. Yeah, so ideally, guys, we can see Bitcoin is just ranging. What we need to do is we need to break out of this resistance right here. Got a little bit of a downtrend channel. So we got a, my dog's going insane. Sorry, guys. We got a little bit of a downtrend channel right here. Sorry, guys. The dog went insane. How is everyone doing with trading, though? Honestly, like, be honest with me, guys. Like, this is a different world and a different market. Nobody can tell me that everybody's making money off crypto right now. I don't see it. I know coins are pumping. I know coins are dumping here. Cookie ran a bit. Bullet, I know you were looking at Cookie before. But truthfully, how is everybody's mental warfare with trading? I didn't change the live schedule because of trading. I changed it because of my lifestyle right now. But trading is crazy right now. Absolutely insane. There is, I'm not going to say no direction, but there's not really anything happening on trading. There isn't. You can make money, but here's what I recommend, guys. When you're looking at trading, I recommend looking at the top and the bottom, right? So here's the bottom, here's the top. If you guys really, really want to make money in trading, I would only trade the top and the bottom. I would eliminate this area right here, because even though we've been having breakouts, the market is not really doing anything. And again, the reason the market's not doing anything is because we haven't hit the top of that resistance. So we're getting that chop sideways action over and over and over again, right? All right, so what else do we got here? Cookie is probably going to go down to the bottom. Dogecoin moved a bit. Dogecoin has been looking fairly good, right? We have Dogecoin breaking trend. This would have been a very, very good short, guys, right here, okay? Honestly, guys, I probably will do a New York session Monday morning, but I'm not going to book it. Or I mean Wednesday morning, but I'm not going to book it. I'll let everybody know there's a possibility for a New York session Wednesday in the morning. Yeah, possibility. Okay. And there's a possibility for, well, yeah, one New York session in the morning, I would say Wednesday. Okay. I'm not 100%, but I'm definitely aiming for it. So Dogecoin's definitely a good short, guys. Let's look right here. We've got a break of trend on Dogecoin. Dogecoin's definitely breaking trend here. So this is a really good short, right? A really, really good short here on Doge. You're wanting to be overbought on the 15-minute, though, because you do have bearish divergence. So I wouldn't be shorting Doge yet, but Doge is my top trade if we're looking at altcoins for 2026, right? So we can see Dogecoin hit the top here of that liquidity gap. And now we can see Dogecoin potentially breaking trend. So what we want to do is we want to short at the overbought here. And again, you can see the 4 hours very, very overbought on Dogecoin. Daily's rejecting at your death line here, which is a very possible explosion to the downside. So yeah, Dogecoin's looking good, but the caveat here to Dogecoin too is that you did potentially break out. Cam, how we doing, brother? Sub 12 Supreme Rabbit. Joe, I believe you're right for sure. I will only trade high levels from now on. I'm in a swing long from 67.5 all the way to 76 or 82. Not too bad. Again, we are just ranging on that area here, right? I don't believe – I'm not saying Bitcoin's not going to drop, but 82 is really the next target we're looking at on our high resistance level, right? 82K. And then we got XRP. It is the same song and dance, guys. Nothing is happening. I can't even suggest trading this. I just can't. There isn't enough movement. Like, look right here. XRP is faking out. It is very, very hard for me to suggest in trading this. Very hard. See, Doge is going to go back up, right? Because we're overbought in that 15 or oversold, and there's bullish divergence on the 15-minute. But after Doge is oversold, there's a possibility that this does drop. Yeah, see, guys, we're looking at XRP. It looks okay. Like, it looks like a possible good short again, but you're waiting till that's overbought. But you're just ranging on XRP. All you're doing is just ranging, right? I wouldn't trade. I would not trade right now. What I would do, we know the 4 hours very, very overbought. So I would probably wait for the 15-minute to go up. And essentially the 1 hour to go up. See, the daily is very, very oversold after backtesting that. That is the wild card that we're dealing with at the current moment. Like, I love trading, guys, and I'll always love trading, but The reality is there is nothing here right now in the market. Nothing. It's almost good to just touch grass. Touch grass, meditate, focus on your spiritual practice, whatever that is. The world is going through a really tough time right now. And everybody I'm talking to on my Messenger, my Facebook, all my friends, all the people who aren't my friends, acquaintances, everybody is in a tough spot, whether it is financially or whether it is mentally. So many people are in a tough spot, guys. And why? Just because it just is the state of the world right now. And I'm only bringing that up because this type of stuff right here is going to affect your mental state. Oh, I'm not making money, right? Oh, I'm losing. I'm not making money. I'm breaking even. I should quit trading. No, you shouldn't quit trading. You should just get off the charts. Okay. This is probably the first time I haven't traded in almost a month, a week and a half for the whole year. I've been trading the full year. It does help your mental clarity out by not trading this type of market. Now, I'm not saying don't trade because some people, that's your living. So all you got to do is you got to plan your trades. Maybe long here, maybe long here or short here, right? I'm holding XRP. I bought it 0.01 to 0.5. Nice. White, go fishing. There you go. And guys, I will be doing the funded account training for you guys. I'm just trying to find funded accounts that I actually like. I thought I liked the funded accounts I was using, but then they were sneaky and put some crazy facts into it. And yeah, let's just say that. So be patient on the funded accounts, because with the funded accounts, I have no idea what platform I want to recommend to you guys, because every single platform I'm looking at has some secret clause. And if I don't try them out and I recommend them to you guys, that means that you're going to try them out. And it typically means that you're going to get wrecked because you don't know what the facts are. You might know the rules, but you don't know the facts. And they hide in the facts. They don't hide in the rules. So funded accounts are going to be on hold until I can truly crack the facts. Mr. Whale, what is up? Nice seeing you on here. Just got here. What are we thinking? We're definitely thinking pump a bit, like move up for sure. I'm still looking at 82K, but in the short term, I'd be looking for a short. Yeah, I don't know. That is a real tough one. Again, I personally wouldn't be trading Bitcoin right now until we have more confirmation. So I want to look at Cardano because I believe Cardano did break out. It kind of broke out, but it kind of faked out. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not liking the market. I'm on here doing a live for you guys, but I don't like what I'm seeing. Like, there was an opportunity long Bitcoin down here, and that would have been all fine and dandy. Nice rounded bottom. but I don't like how the 4 hours overbought. CJDV, what is up, fam? Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. Let's check out the total crypto market cap here. Even the total crypto market cap is flat, flat, flat. So we know Bitcoin is probably going to push up based, or not Bitcoin, but overall crypto, based on the fact that we are bouncing off of this 18-hour daily fair value gap, and based on the fact that we're oversold in the 18 hours going up. Other than that, I don't really see anything happening here with crypto too much until we get past this key resistance here. Can I look at Magma? Yeah. So it looks like we looked at Magma before, and it hit the top. Looks like this there's some bearish divergence. Hypervid, let's go. Thank you for coming on the live, guys. Remember our new schedule: Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. CST. Put it into your calendars. I'll be sending out a massive email tonight, notifying everybody of the schedule as well, so we could get people on there. Cam. Also, people have been talking about Siren and River doing well. Siren's been a banger River's been a banger for sure. We got some bearish dive here on Magma. You got your 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. You're about to break your 200 SMA. You're about to bounce off of it at the same token. Yeah, that's looks like it could be. Looks like it could be good. It is below the 50 on the 1 hour time frame, which does signify bearish. So if anything, because it is very oversold, I would be looking at this coming down to about 10.9-ish in that region. That is where I would be longing it if I was longing it. Otherwise, I would be looking at shorting at the break here. There isn't enough for me to really, like, it did hit the top, so I typically wouldn't long this, but could probably if you can scalp trade it. So based on AMD, guys, Bitcoin is in an accumulation session for Asia at the current moment. We'll look at River. River hit 31. That is unbelievable. That is not, again, I'm not trading, guys. So if you're tuning into the live, I'm not trading, okay? Do I think Bitcoin's going to go up? Yes, I do in the shorter term. But I would not be shorting along this. Again, we did break out. But we are dropping for another 55 minutes. The momentum indicator or the stochastic RSI needs to completely reset. Okay, Siren. I wouldn't even trade River. River's in the middle right now. Well, Siren is ripping to the moon here. Siren's got that big red candle to the downside. We're still kind of in that channel, kind of not. Maybe if Siren comes down to, 6.6 area, we're looking good. Yeah, I don't know. River, same with River. River's kind of in the middle. Like what my job is to do is make you guys a lot of money, right? This is just chop, chop, chop. We want it up here or we want it down here, and that's kind of the final answer. And that's what I'm trying to do moving forward, which is also why I've stopped doing lives, guys, because I was over trading and not taking profits. I probably missed out on 100 grand this month just because I was on my live. I'm not kidding. But I was trying not to pay attention to, I didn't lose 100 grand. I mean, miss out on 100 grand, but I was trying not to pay attention to my trades because I'm on the live, right? So. All right, let's see here. CoinGecko, what we got. Tau Bit Tensors kind of trending. Casper Network is looking okay. Casper had a little bit of a pump here. Casper could be a dynamite short, guys. Absolutely could be a dynamite short. Yeah, you know what? This could actually, I digress. This could be a good long. Casper could be a very, very good long. Because you've got insane bullish dive on your MACD. The 4 hours at the top here in Casper, you need to break this. It's not looking too bad. I would definitely keep an eye on Casper, guys. It is looking pretty good. We all need to recharge at some point. Yeah. I'm just honestly trying to find excitement out of this market. It's very, very hard right now for me to find excitement in the market. It's just tough, I guess. It just is tough, but it's okay if there's no excitement. We can still find stuff. It's just everything is really in the middle right now. Like, how about Ethereum? Usually Ethereum runs when Bitcoin doesn't. Start trading oil. Never mind. It crashed yesterday too. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is kind of crazy. I haven't even been trading for a week, and I'm trying to find something to even give you guys a setup on, and I can't find a setup. I actually cannot recommend a setup. Let's check out XAU Gold. My goal is to make you guys money. I'm not trying to be like every other influencer in this space that's going to pump your bags off of some coin that's going to pump and dump. I want to make you guys money. That is my goal. And I don't recommend trading right now. Like, gold is dumping very hard too, but the problem... I wouldn't even short gold, and I'm going to tell you guys why I wouldn't short gold. Because we're bouncing off the 200 SMA. Now, we'll say this. If we break the 200 SMA, we are going to have a massive death cross, all right? Massive death cross to the downside on XAU, which is gold. So if we look at our liquidity right here, our liquidity gaps. I hope everybody appreciates me being real. Like, I know we're dropping viewers a bit, but what am I supposed to say? Oh, jump in this trade and possibly lose this trade, right? Like, no, I'm not going to do that. Here's a nice trade potentially on gold. So gold could drop all the way down here. Like all the way down here to 3,300 if we break this area. Okay, if we look at the daily, like, we know gold has had bearish dive for a very long time, right? How about, yeah, I can't recommend trading gold until we break the 200, which is that liquidity gap. There is something very interesting, though. USDJPY, I know. That's not even doing anything. It is a no trading day type for me. So make sure you guys use very low leverage because, again, I wouldn't. I don't know. That is just my personal opinion. Robot, how you doing? Guys, hit that like button. Let's run up the live. I know a lot of people went away from crypto. I got to put out an email and talk about my schedule. I'm going to put it on the banner there. And again, I appreciate you guys for coming on. I really, really apologize to the people for mixing up the schedule, but I got to do what I got to do. Yeah, it is what it is. All right. Let's check out Tau BitTensor, right? Okay, so Tau's pumping here. We actually have something pumping. Tau is 301. But even Tau, like Tau's looking good. Ideally, Tau is looking good, but you're overbought. You're very, very overbought. And all Tau is really doing is ranging. How about Hyperliquid, right? Yeah, Tau could go to 338. Tau could definitely go to 338. Okay, so hype is interesting. And I'll tell you guys why hype is interesting is because we're on a macro uptrend here on the daily, which is very good. And ideally, that is what we want. So Hyperliquid's an interesting one, right? We're kind of bouncing off of this 3-day fair value gap. We know Hyperliquid broke out. Tokyo session, no problem. Yeah, we're sticking with the Tokyo session. We probably going to try to do one New York session a week and one London session. Again, I'm not going to add it to the schedule because that's unfair to you guys if I can't make it. But just watch out for the announcements for a New York or London session because I do want to do one. I want to give you guys that at least for once a week, but not every day. Hyperliquid's not looking too bad. I guess. Look how oversold it is on the 4-hour. Yeah, it's not too bad. Honestly, guys, what I would probably do is short Bitcoin. But that is like it broke this uptrend right here. It broke here as well too. I would say Bitcoin is looking for a short, and if you're looking for a long, I wouldn't trade. I would wait. I would definitely wait. Hit that like button. Slack, how you doing? Thank you for coming on the live, fam. Yeah, I'm looking at everything, guys, and everything is about the same percentage. Maybe peak could be a good short. See what we're working with here. Yeah. Peak broke out, so I wouldn't be shorting it. I definitely would not be shorting peak. So we go down, up, down, up, and it did break out. So how about Solana? I wouldn't be longing it either, though, because there's not much movement. I think Solana is the same boat. Yeah, Solana is the same boat. Nothing is happening in Sol. I think Sol pumped a bit here, but it's the same thing. It broke trend. It has a little bit of a rounded top. But if I was going to short it, it would have been about 91. Yeah, you know what? It wouldn't be a bad short. Solana is looking like a good short if it is overbought on the 15-minute time frame, right? Yeah, we're in a no trade zone, guys. Like I've gone through every single thing in this market right now. We're not there unless you're really scalping on the 1-minute time frame. I do not recommend trading this market. I don't know what other YouTubers said. I don't know what other influencers said, but what I know is don't trade the market unless you're going to get back in here or get back in here. You're wasting your time, and you're wasting your time and dollars by trying to trade this. Like even USDT broke trend, right? Tether DOM broke trend, and it is not really doing anything. But it did break trend, so that would mean that Bitcoin is bullish for the most part. Usually they're the correlation and a switch. JTO broke out. JTO broke out. Okay. JTO. So the thing is with JTO already broke the trend right here. Right? JTO already broke the trend. I would say JTO is about to drop, honestly. Yeah. I'm thinking that JTO is going to drop. Maybe wait till the 5-minute, but it already broke trend. So JTO is actually a really good short. If I see any trade, I think it would be JTO. I don't like how the 5 minutes oversold though, so I'd be waiting till that 5-minute overbought. But it's good we made it to the end of the live pretty much and we found a trade setup. I would say JTO is going to be your short. Of course, you want everything lining up. You don't want to short it when the 5 minutes oversold, when the 15 minutes oversold. But yeah, if we could get back to the top or pretty close to the top, JTO is going to come down here. I would say JTO is going to be a really good short, guys. You just got to wait for it, right? Because that 4 hours already overbought. You got bearish divergence here, here, here. You kind of got an uptrend forming right here. So, and you kind of broke out. But you broke the uptrend. So, in my personal opinion, JTO is going to come back to the bottom. Again, you wait for that 5 minutes to be oversold and then drop it all the way back down here. FET might be worth a check. We'll look at FET. I would say JTO is my top trade at the moment, guys. Again, you want to make sure you get it on the top if you're shorting it. These low cap coins could spike up like nothing and absolutely wreck you. So FET is looking good, but FET broke out. I don't think I would try to short it, but we've been seeing a lot of fake outs in this market. So again, you're getting in the middle, and it's just so tough for me to recommend getting in the middle, guys. It's just, I don't know. So if anything, I would say FET around 24 is really good for a short. But then you're looking at FET breaking out and you're looking at 800 SMA. Like, I wouldn't be longing that. And I honestly wouldn't be shorting that because, look, the daily's dropping. So the daily's dropping on FET, but we're pumping and breaking out. It just doesn't make sense to me. So maybe I would short FET right here with a tight stop. You can see right here that you're bearish dive all day. Maybe about 24, I would short FET. Because if we look at our liquidity gaps right here, guys, right? If we look at our liquidity gaps right here, maybe we go to 24.3, but I do see that very big bearish divergence on FET. Not looking too bad at all. I would say JTO is my top, though. JTO for a short, and I think I'll put a setup for JTO. What about VET? We looked at VeChain the other night. We made some profit off of a long. I know that. Now it's dropping. Yeah, so if JTO could become overbought in the 5-minute and we don't break this resistance, there's a possibility that JTO is gonna run pretty hard. I mean, drop pretty hard. What am I talking about? Drop. All right, guys. So we are going to end the live there. Nothing is really happening. We're over an hour. I tried to look at something, even me not trading for a week. I thought I'd come back and at least find a trade. We found JTO, but the thesis is nothing is really happening. So make sure you're back Wednesday night, guys, at 8:30 p.m. CST. And then Thursday, I will be putting announcements in Mighty in beastlimitless.com, kind of, letting you guys know when I'm live. If we don't have a schedule live for New York or London, but there has to be something happening for me to go live. I can't go live with this. Now, obviously, we're going live with this because I'm scheduled to go live. But if I'm going to go live for New York or London, I need to have movement or I'm going to fall asleep. Like, you guys seen, I'm rubbing my eyes right now, right? I'm not trying to be bored. It's just really, really tough when we're looking over the same chart over and over and over again. I would be lining up JTO for a short, and that would be my trade of the night, would be JTO. But you can't short this until it is all overbought, because if you try to play hero and short it because I said so, you got to keep in mind the 5 minutes completely oversold. You want to wait till your 5 minute catches up to the top again. When your 5 minutes at the top, then you want to short it. Yeah, guys, join beastlimitless.com if you haven't. It is our free app. I don't want money from you. And we'll post a couple trade setups, updates. But initially, we're going to be back Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. CST. And we'll try to get a New York and we'll try to get a London session this week. But again, got to be movement, right? Hope you guys have a wonderful night. And let me know how you do on JTO. I'll post this setup on JTO in the chat in the Beast Limitless group. But I'm not going high leverage. This would be a 3x or 5x trade, if anything. Okay. No problem, Stouffer, dude. No problem. Joe Hutton, thank you. White, thank you, Moises. Again, guys, we'll be back Wednesday. Put in your calendars, 8:30 p.m. CST, okay? Thursday, 8:30 p.m. CST. Watch JTO. I'm going to find you a setup on JTO, and I'm going to post it in beastlimitless.com when I'm ready, okay? Hope you guys have a blessed night. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Rock it. Let's get it. Protect your capital. Have a great night.